Mississippi surviving this thing. We here. We in the dark, but in the light at the same time. Now, what better time than ever than to show you how to cook with no power? I'm going to be without power for the next 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, today is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 days if they don't show up on Monday. So, Mississippi Survival likes to cook, and I'm going to cook. I ain't going to let nothing simple as power stop me from cooking. I have several ways of cooking. For one, got this small guy right here. I hook this to my big solar array. Cook away. We have the propane stove, guys. Double I. Cook it up. Hook up your tank. Go to work. But we're going to be even simpler than that. We're using a tin foil pan that costs $1 and a double bacon rack, which costs $3 for both racks. And we're using what they call fuel that they would use at a wedding reception to keep food warm. Is what we're using. So what I did here, as you can see, I took the rack and I put an additional separation in between those racks. And the reason for that is so it won't sit right on top of the cans. And as you can see the smoke, the steam coming off this pot. Now you can't tell me you can't cook. That's plenty of heat. I'm using 2 instead of 1. Or you use enough of it, blow it out, put it up, reuse it again. But this particular kind, I'm going to get a different kind. I don't like this particular kind. I know you can't see it. Let's see, brighten up. Yeah. The reason why I don't like it is because it leaves like a carbon scent I don't like. But, I mean, you ain't going to burn it all day, so I guess it's okay. And I don't have any small kids. And plus, I got both doors open, ventilating out. But for other purposes, I would like to use something different. Now, we're going to take the top off this bad boy. As you can see, the smoke rush right out of there. As you can see, the water is boiling. Like using a regular stove. This water is boiling. These people, you just have to be creative. I haven't ate this morning. It's 12 o'clock. I got to get out because I got some things I need to do. So we're going to cook a little bit of ramen noodles today. We're going to get us some ramen noodles popping off. Let's tip the light so it'll be more on what we're doing. What else are we going to do? You got those ramen noodles? What else can we do? Let's put a little bologna in there as well. That's how the survivor do it. That's how I cook. I'll just chop that up once this heats up. Take your top, put the top back on it so it'll compress, take out as much outside oxygen as possible, and heat up. The less openness it has, the more heat. I'm trying to lock the heat in is what I'm saying. Trying to lock the heat in. We're going to let that boil for a while. Let it heat up and boil, and we'll come back and have a great meal. Well, I'll have a great meal. It's going to have to do for now because I got things I got to do. And as you'll see, I got my inverter, my power station right here. I'm at 99%. I'm using 10 watts because I've upped the power. Let's see what else we got. Do we have another level? There's another level. That's the highest level, and that's 12 watts. 12 watts, 13 watts. Okay, so I do like this unit. It has the SBC, the port, USB-C port, and you can it takes 45 watts. I like that. That's awesome. They could have did better with the USBs. The USBs is only carrying 2.4. I don't like that. It should have been at least 3.0. I do like these because I have 12-volt bulbs running off of lines. I can plug into this and I can run those 12-volt bulbs and light up the entire room. Then you have your DC port. I do like the DC port because I still use it. Other people don't, but I do. All lights, they have the light on it. I really like that. It has a light on it and also has SOS as well. A link to this. This DC power controls this side, and this DC controls the AC portion of the unit. It's 200 watts. I don't like the shut-off point they got on it. I think they should have get the whole 200 or a little bit more if you can. But that's how they do it. You got two plugs here and a power port to control that. Of course, you got your dial meter as well. It lets you know what you got, how much is left into the unit. If I plug up on the top of this, it'll show me how much input it has that's going into the unit as well. It has a nice carrying handle on the top. I really like that. It's a nice little unit. I tilted, you can actually see a little bit better. This camera is not the best camera, but I don't think you really can see that unless I picked it up. I hate to have to send you through that and you really can't see. So I'm going to try to pick this up and give you guys a better picture of this. Yeah. Now you can see a lot better the front of this and what it has. The reason why I got this phone right now, which sucked on camera, the only reason I'm using it right now at this point is because I'm actually uploading a video to YouTube. So that's my core reason for that. Okay, and again, this is heating back up. As you can see, it's fogging back up, and it's very simple, guys. Get you a pot. You don't need a pot that's too thick because it takes a lot longer to heat up. You get you a thin pot. And you know what I mean? Just be careful what you're doing. Get you a thin pot and something that'll heat up faster and it'll cook whatever you're trying to cook a lot quicker. If it depends on what you're cooking and you're going to leave it unattended for a minute, I advise a thicker pot, something that will cook evenly, and you won't have that issue at hand. Of course, I got my ice maker. If I need to make some ice, all I got to do is bottle water, plug it up to the solar system. Boom, we got ice. That's no problem. This came with the unit right here, actually. This is a 14 watt down, and it's a step down. As you can see, it steps down. You see all the levels. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 different levels. And also it has your study mode for your light. Study mode. There we go. It changes the flavor of the light. They have I guess a coffee mode. Yeah, that's the coffee mode. Yeah, and actually that lighting actually helps us to see this unit better. Then they have a sleep mode, and that is coffee mode. And let's brighten the coffee mode up and see if this give us some better lighting. Oh, it's on the high settings already. But actually, I can see better in that mode in this camera than I could on the other one. So it's cool. But we're gonna go back to our daytime mode, which I can see automatically that kills what we're looking at. Yeah, so check that out before I started. Yeah, so we'll go back to the daytime mode, which is fine for me because you're gonna see because it's reflecting off of the unit. All right. Also, this thing also is a swivel. I can swivel into whatever direction I want. It came with the unit. I thought it was awesome. It doesn't burn that much power when it's in the lowest setting. It's so low until the unit will actually shut itself off after a minute because there's not enough power going into it. So This awesome little setup. I like it. It's just to provide me with some light while I cook. And as you can see, this thing is bubbling. You see that? And that's plenty enough power and fire under this thing in order to get whatever you're trying to cook. This will get it done. Just wanted to give you this quick video and show you this and let you know, hey, there's always a way to get it done, and this is one of the ways. And while everything is seemingly looking like it's going well, that'd be a good time to just run out to the dollar store and get you a couple of these heats under the bottom here. Get you a couple of baker racks for nothing. I mean, you're probably gonna use baker's racks for Thanksgiving. I know you're gonna use these pans for Thanksgiving for dressing and chicken and all that type of stuff like that. Put you some to the side, keep them. The same thing with the heats. I mean, some people might be having an advantage using those heats. Take all those heats with you. Don't give them away. Oh, just take the winter. No, keep those heats and use them for this time like this here that I'm having right now. But again, always take advantage of the lighting, the day lighting. Take advantage of it. Get everything charged. So when the night hit, you have so much things charged, you don't have to worry about it. Even my vehicle has an inverter built in. So if I needed to, I fill my vehicle up. I bring it on home. Turn it on. But my car is really quiet, you can't really tell. But turn all the lights off and just run off the inverter for a little while if you need to charge something up. No, I'm thinking about getting a smaller tailgate generator. The only reason I want it is